The sun beats down on a sprawling military shooting range. The distant crack of rifle fire echoes across the desert landscape. Rows of targets stand at various distances, some still, others motorized to simulate movement. Maria Santos, 28, a civilian contractor in work coveralls and safety vest, pushes a wide broom across the concrete staging area. Her dark hair is pulled back in a practical ponytail. Despite the menial nature of her work, there's a quiet dignity in the way she moves, methodical, efficient, observant. 20 yards away, a group of Navy SEALs work through a precision rifle training exercise. Among them is Chief Petty Officer Jason Reeves, 35, a lean, weathered sniper with eyes that never stop calculating. He lies prone at a shooting station, his rifle steady, breathing controlled. Rangemaster, OS, through loudspeaker, Station 3, wind at 2.5 knots, left to right. Target at 800 meters. On your count. Jason steadies his breathing, finger hovering near the trigger. Maria pauses her sweeping, watching from a respectful distance. She's seen this drill before many times. Crack. The rifle reports. A moment later, Rangemaster OS hit. Center mass. Jason ejects the spent casing, chambers another round. His movements are fluid, automatic. But Maria notices something the others don't. His left hand trembles slightly as he reloads. He masks it well, but it's there. Throughout the morning, Maria continues her work, always present but invisible. She sweeps brass casings, empties waste bins, checks safety equipment. But her eyes keep drifting back to the shooters, particularly Jason. Maria dumps a dustpan of brass casings into a collection bin. On the wall, a faded recruitment poster reads, "The only easy day was yesterday." She pauses, looking at her reflection in a dusty mirror. Coveralls, work gloves, broom in hand. A flash of memory crosses her face. Something distant, something lost. The afternoon sun is lower now. Most of the SEALs have completed their drills and departed. Only Jason remains, working through a complex rapid-fire exercise. Empty magazines pile up beside him. Maria approaches with her broom, staying well behind the firing line. She watches as Jason transitions between targets, 600 meters, 400 meters, 800 meters, each shot precise, each movement economic. Until his left hand trembles again, more pronounced this time. The rifle wavers for just a fraction of a second. He fires. Rangemaster OS Mississippi Station 3. That's a miss. Jason's jaw tightens. He ejects the magazine, reaches for another. His hand is shaking more noticeably now. The other magazines are empty. Jason, into radio, Station 3 requesting additional ammunition. Rangemaster OS, negative, Station 3. That was your final allocation for today's exercise. Clear your weapon and report to debrief. Jason doesn't move. He stares downrange at the target he missed. The first miss Maria has seen from him in 3 months of working this range. His hand continues to tremble. He makes a fist trying to stop it. Maria stands 30 feet away, still holding her broom. She watches him struggle with something invisible. Something that has nothing to do with marksmanship and everything to do with whatever's happening inside him. After a long moment, she makes a decision. She props her broom against the wall and walks forward, entering the staging area. Jason doesn't notice her at first, too focused on his trembling hand. Maria, Chief. Jason turns, surprised. Contractors don't usually speak to operators, especially not during training. Jason, range needs to be clear. I'm finishing up. Maria, I know. She stops a few feet away, hands at her sides. No broom, no coveralls in this moment, just a woman who's made a choice. Maria, carefully. I've been watching you for 3 months. You haven't missed a single target. Not one. Until today. Face hardens. Jason, this doesn't concern you. Maria, your hand has been getting worse. Jason opens his mouth to deny it, then stops. There's no point. She's right. Jason, quietly, nerve damage. Ramadi, 2019. Doctor says it's progressive. Some days are better than others. Maria, today's not a better day. Jason, no. It's not. Silence settles between them. The wind carries the scent of gun oil and hot brass. Maria, you have one magazine left. Jason glances at the lone magazine beside his rifle. Jason, yeah. Which I can't use because my hand won't stop shaking long enough to. Maria, let me shoot it. Jason stares at her like she's spoken a foreign language. Jason, what? Maria, your last magazine. Let me take the shots. Jason, incredulous. You're a contractor. A civilian. You can't just. Maria, I was Army. Scout sniper. 2 tours in Afghanistan. Honorable discharge. 2021. This stops Jason cold. He looks at her. Really looks at her. For the first time. Jason, why are you sweeping floors? Maria, simply because I needed to be around this. Around people who understand. Even if they don't know I'm here. Jason studies her face, seeing past the coveralls now. Seeing the soldier underneath. Jason, the range master, will never allow it. Maria, the range master, is on a coffee break. I checked. Despite himself, the corner of Jason's mouth twitches. Almost a smile. Jason, you're serious. Maria, completely. Jason looks at his trembling hand, then at the distant target he missed. 800 meters. Wind variable. A difficult shot even on a good day. He makes a decision. Slowly, he reaches down and picks up his rifle. A precision-built bolt action with a high-powered scope. He checks the chamber, confirms it's clear, then extends the weapon toward Maria. Jason, one condition. You make this shot, you tell me why you really left. Maria's eyes flicker with something. Pain. She takes the rifle. Loss. The weight is familiar. Maria. Like greeting an old friend. She drops to prone position behind the sandbags, settling the rifle into her shoulder. Her movements are smooth, practiced, professional. Jason watches, impressed despite himself. He picks up the magazine, his last one, and hands it to her. Jason, 5 rounds. Same target I missed. 800 meters. Winds shifting between 2 and 3 knots. Maria inserts the magazine, chambers around. Settles into the scope. The world narrows to breath and heartbeat and wind and distance. Jason, softer now. Take your time. Maria's breathing slows. In. Her finger finds the trigger. Maria whispers. Wind at 2.7. Adjusting half-mil right. Breathe. Steady. Fire. Crack. The rifle reports. For a moment, silence. Then, Rangemaster, OS. Confused, Station 3. That's a hit. Center mass. Jason exhales a breath he didn't know he was holding. Maria doesn't celebrate. She simply chambers another round, reacquires the target. Crack, 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 crack. For more shots in rapid succession. Each one finding its mark. Rangemaster OS, Station 3. What the hell is going on out there? 5 for 5, all center mass. That's excellent shooting, Chief. Maria safes the rifle, ejects the empty magazine, and hands the weapon back to Jason. Their eyes meet. Jason quietly, thank you. Maria, you're welcome. She starts to rise, but Jason's hand on her shoulder stops her. Jason, we had a deal. Why did you leave? Maria is silent for a long moment, staring downrange at the targets she just demolished. Maria, softly, because I watched my spotter die. 17 years old. Kid from Ohio who lied about his age to enlist. He took a round meant for me. Jason's hand falls away from her shoulder. Maria, continuing, after that, every time I looked through a scope, I saw his face. Every shot I took, I heard his voice. So I stopped shooting, packed up my kit, walked away. Jason, but you're here. Sweeping floors on a SEAL range. Maria, because I wasn't ready to leave it all behind. Not completely. I thought maybe if I stayed close enough, I could find my way back. Or at least figure out who I am without it. Jason nods slowly, understanding in a way only another operator can. Jason, and now? Maria looks at the rifle in Jason's hands, then at her own steady fingers. Maria, now I think maybe I just needed someone to hand me the rifle again. To trust me with it. Jason extends his hand. After a moment, Maria shakes it. Jason, Chief Petty Officer Jason Reeves. Maria Sergeant Maria Santos. Former. Jason firmly, no, not former. You don't lose that. You just carry it different for a while. Maria's eyes glisten, but she doesn't look away. Rangemaster, OS, Station 3. You're clear to pack up. Hell of a recovery, Chief. Whatever you did, keep doing it. Jason keys his radio. Jason, copy that. Station 3 clear. He turns back to Maria. Jason, we run a civilian marksmanship program here. Training instructors for law enforcement, military contractors, protective services. We could use someone with your skill set. Maria, I sweep floors. Jason, you did sweep floors. Past tense. Maria looks at the broom leaning against the wall, then at the rifle, then at Jason's steady gaze. Maria, I don't know if I'm ready. Jason, nobody's ever ready. But you put 5 rounds center mass at 800 meters with a weapon you'd never fired and a shooter spot you'd never occupied. On a SEAL range. While I watched, he shoulders his rifle, preparing to leave. Jason, think about it. And Maria, thank you. Not just for the shots. For reminding me why I do this. Maria nods, unable to speak past the lump in her throat. Jason walks away toward the equipment shed. Maria stands alone on the range, the afternoon sun casting long shadows across the concrete. After a moment, she walks over to her broom, looks at it. Then, with a small smile, she leans it back against the wall and walks in the direction Jason went. Maria, now wearing instructor credentials and professional gear, demonstrates rifle technique to a group of police officers. Her movements are confident, assured. This is who she was always meant to be. Nearby, Jason watches, his hands steady now. Surgery and therapy have helped. He gives her a subtle nod. She returns it. The rifle that was once her burden has become her redemption.